Hello, I'm Steve Shaw, National Coordinator of Football Officials and Secretary of Rules Editor for the NCAA. And today we're presenting our final preseason training video for 2024, and we're going to be focused on pass plays. Now, before we get into our video, I want to thank everyone for the excellent preparation, the good work as we get ready for the start of our season. We need to be in mid-season form when we kick it off, but I want to thank you for the preseason video training, the rules study, the mechanics work. Let's make it pay off in our first game. Now, also, I want to encourage you to spend time in your CCA mechanics manual, especially around the passing game. We've got a significant change there, and it's good work by our mechanics committee, but no longer are we going to use the term keys for our receiver of responsibility. That always noted we had one guy to be responsible for. But now we're going to talk in terms of our receivers as our initial responsibility. We'll have an initial responsibility, and then the concept of if that initial responsibility is free of foul, meaning that there's no defender threatening them or they're not moving toward an opponent for a potential pick play. If they're free of foul, then as an official, we need to open up our vision. We may need to officiate more than just one player on a play. And so that's the concept we want you to work with in your scrimmages as we prepare for the start of our season. So with that, let's get on into our plays. Our first play this week, the quarterback's going to drop back, and he's going to throw long down the seam. Now, the field judge is going to get a flag down for DPI on number 0 of the defense. And as we go back and take a look at the replays, the defender has the receiver's right arm locked up. And it's subtle, but he actually pulls the hand back and impedes the receiver's opportunity to catch the ball. This is a good call by our field judge. But the announce team, they really begin to question the call, and it would have really changed the dynamic and taken all the doubt out if we'd have had a flag down from our back judge as well. And as we go back and take a look at the back judge mechanics here, don't just backpedal, but open your hips, open your vision so you can get a great look into this action. Actually, you probably have the best look at the action against the receiver and the foul. But good call by our field judge, good call for defensive pass interference. Play 2, we see the quarterback is in shotgun formation. He takes the snap, throws long down the boundary. He takes a big hit, and we get a flag from our side judge at the end of the play. Now, we have two things we need to review here, and let's look at the hit on the quarterback first. We see defender number 11. He comes in hard. He's not late. He keeps his head up and in front of the passer, and he stays off the quarterback's head. So even though this is hard contact, it's all legal. So good judgment for no foul by our referee and center judge. Now, as we look at the action on the receiver, we see defender number 24. He's going to make early contact to the receiver, and he's not making a play on the football. So this is a good call for defensive pass interference. There was some question, was this ball catchable? And there's no question, without the contact, the receiver number 81, he'd have had a chance to make a play on this ball. So this pass is definitely catchable, but remember, our officiating standards are an uncatchable pass must be blatantly uncatchable in order to disregard a foul for pass interference. So good work here all the way around by the crew. Play 3 is a good alert by the crew. Now we see the quarterback, he rolls right, he's going to throw downfield. The ball's deflected up by the receiver, and it appears that number 18 intercepts the pass, getting his feet down in bounds. But we're going to see the field judge, he's coming in immediately, ruling incomplete. And as we go back and take a look from the end zone angle, we see that the defender jumps from out of bounds. He touches the ball while airborne and then returns in bounds. So the defender did not reestablish in bounds, and we're going to get a strong, quick announcement by our referee here.
Hit the ground.
The player stepped out of bounds and touched the ball before reestablishing. Incomplete pass.
This announcement clears the play up for everyone, and we did this through O2O. We didn't have to take time for a big huddle before the announcement. So take the time whenever we need to, but if we can quickly deliver a strong communications message from the crew, it makes us all look good. This is well done. Our fourth play, we see the quarterback, he fakes to the back, who's going to work out in the short flat, but the quarterback is quickly under heavy duress, and he's going to try to throw the ball forward. Now, there's no question the quarterback is outside the tackle box, but we see the headline judge immediately move to the referee to give him two pieces of information. Number one, the ball clearly did not land beyond the neutral zone. And number two, there was no receiver in the area, as number 6 is probably 8 yards away from a pass that only traveled 3 or 4 yards. So this is a good call for intentional grounding. It includes loss of down at the spot of the foul, and a good job by the referee and crew to get the proper spot here. It's the spot of the foul where the ball is released at the -20, and that's exactly where we spotted it. Good work. Play 5, the quarterback drops back. He has excellent protection. He directs traffic, and he's going to throw long to the goal line. And the field judge, in perfect position, rules a catch just short of the goal line. Now, as we take a look at the replays, clearly this is a catch as the receiver gets his hands under the ball with a body part down, and he maintains complete control throughout the process of going to the ground. So it's a great catch. But as we look at the position of the ball when the receiver's right arm hits the pylon and the left arm goes down, it appears the ball is breaking the plane of the goal line. Now, replay is going to come in and take a look at this and ultimately overturn this call correctly and make it a touchdown. Now, good work, field judge, getting to the goal line. But as we go back and take one final look at the coach's sideline view, the field judge gets early pressure and is a little late keeping the cushion. If you get your cushion started earlier here and get to the goal line quicker, you can set up there, and I think you'd have a better chance of making this very difficult call. But ultimately, good work here by the entire crew. Play 6, we're snapping from the 16, so the field judge and side judge are lined up properly at the goal line. Now, the quarterback throws to the end zone just in front of the field judge, and the ruling on the field is going to be incomplete pass. Now, as we go back and take a look at the ISO replay, the outside receiver, which is the field judge's initial responsibility, he goes downfield, puts his hands on the defender, pushes off with extended hands, gains separation, and puts the defender off stride. This is a foul for offensive pass interference, and we need to make this call. Now, we rule incomplete on the play, but replay comes in, they stop the game, and they're going to overturn this to a touchdown, making the missed offensive pass interference even more significant. Let's make sure we evaluate this type contact by the offense, especially being on high alert near the goal line and on 3rd and short and 4th down situations. Play 7, the quarterback's going to throw long down the boundary, and we're going to get 2 flags right together from our side judge and back judge for defensive pass interference. Now, as we go back and take a look at the action, and it's subtle here again, but we see defender number 10, his right hand grabs the left arm of the receiver and restricts the receiver's opportunity to make the catch. This is a good call for DPI, and both deep officials seeing this together sells the call and makes us look good. So excellent work. Really, one point of note, as we go back and take a look at the coach's sideline, this is another play where if the deep wing maintains their proper cushion, don't let that receiver get on you or by you. You probably have a little better look here, but this is an excellent outcome. Good call. Our last play is good work by the crew from both a rules and mechanics perspective. Now, as we see the quarterback, he's going to get pressure, scrambles out, and at the last minute, he throws the ball downfield to his receiver for a 1st down. Now, the question is, was this a legal forward pass? Now, as we know by rule, the pass is illegal if it is thrown by a player whose entire body is beyond the neutral zone when the ball is released. The ruling on the field was legal forward pass, but it's tight, and replay is going to stop the game here to take a look and see if the quarterback is across the line. Now, we see the replays, the quarterback's left arm and shoulder. It appears they're behind or certainly in the neutral zone, but clearly there is nothing to tell you definitively that the passer was completely across the neutral zone. So replay lets the play stand, and that's good work. One final note as we look at the coach's sideline, the line judge at the top of the screen, he does a great job and stays home. He does his duty and rules that this was a legal forward pass. Excellent work by the crew and by replay. Well, that's it for our plays this week, and it's so important that we work together well as a crew in the passing game, especially with the changing nature of our game today. Best of luck to all as we work our final scrimmages to get ready for Week 0 and Week 1. Let's be primed for Play 1.